Welcome back to Fulfilled Lyfe, your space for inner clarity, emotional peace, and soul-deep living. Let me ask you something. Have you ever had a thought that made you feel ashamed, anxious, or small? Something like, I'm not good enough. They don't really like me. What's the point of trying? And then that thought spiraled. One moment, you're fine. The next, you're drowning in a loop of fear, doubt, and self-judgment. But what if I told you, you are not your thoughts? You never were. In today's episode, we'll gently yet powerfully untangle that identity. You'll learn how to reclaim your peace by separating who you truly are from the noise in your mind. Let's begin this journey back to stillness, back to truth, back to you, the truth about your thoughts. Here's something most people are never taught. Your mind is a narrator, not a truth teller. Your brain constantly generates thoughts based on past experiences, survival patterns, old fears, inherited beliefs, and cultural conditioning. It's a storyteller, and most of the time, it runs unconsciously, recycling the same thoughts you had yesterday, the day before that, and the day before that. But just because a thought shows up doesn't mean it's true. The thought that says you're unworthy, that's old pain. The thought that says you're behind in life, that's social pressure. The thought that says you'll never change, that's fear. You are not your mind's commentary. You are the awareness underneath it. How thoughts hijack our inner peace. Here's the pattern many of us fall into. 1. A negative thought arises. 2. We believe it. 3. We emotionally react to it. 4. We let it shape our mood, our day, even our choice. For example, the thought, I'm not doing enough. The feeling, guilt and anxiety. The result, burnout, overcompensation and self-doubt. This is how we get trapped in cycles of stress, comparison and unworthiness. But here's the turning point. When you realize your thoughts are just thoughts, not facts, you stop reacting and start responding. And that is the first step to reclaiming your peace. Empowering reminders about thought identity. Let's anchor into some soulful truths. You are the observer, not the noise. Not every thought deserves your attention. Your mind is a tool, but your soul is the compass. Peace doesn't come from controlling your thoughts, it comes from not believing all of them. You can feel fear and still move forward. You can hear doubt and still choose hope. This is spiritual maturity, learning to sit beside your thoughts without becoming them. Practices to reclaim inner peace. Let's go deeper. Here are a few soulful practices to help you reconnect with your inner stillness, no matter how loud your mind becomes. The inner pause, I see you, but you're not me. When a negative or anxious thought arises, pause and say, I see you, but I don't have to become you. This simple awareness interrupts the automatic cycle and reminds you that you have a choice. Name the thought gently, then let it pass like a cloud in the sky. Create distance with language. Instead of saying I'm anxious, say I'm noticing anxious thoughts. Instead of I'm not enough, say I'm having a thought that I'm not enough and I choose not to believe it. This language reclaims your identity, allowing you to become the witness rather than the prisoner. Anchor back to the present moment. The mind often drags you into regrets of the past or worries of the future. But your power, your peace lives in the now. Try this. Take 3 deep breaths. Feel your feet on the ground. Look around and take notice. Say, this moment is safe. I am here now. The present is always more peaceful than the mind's projections. Journaling. Separate thought from truth. Write out your anxious, critical, or spiraling thoughts. Then ask, is this 100% true? Where did I first learn to think this way? What would love say instead? Challenge your inner narrative, not with judgment, but with curiosity and compassion. Daily stillness practice. Even 5 minutes a day in silence, breathwork, or gentle meditation can shift everything. It's not about silencing the mind, it's about learning to sit beside it and not confuse it with who you are. In that stillness, your true self speaks. Let this sink in. You are not your anxiety. You are not your overthinking. You are not the inner critic that never rests. You are the one who hears it all, and chooses love anyway. Your soul is not chaotic. It is calm, still, and wise. You don't have to fight your thoughts. You only have to stop giving them the power to define you. Peace is not something you find, it's something you remember. And the more you return to that inner knowing, the more your outer life begins to reflect it. If you've been feeling overwhelmed, mentally exhausted, or trapped by your thoughts, let this be your reset. You don't need to fix everything today. You just need to remember who you are beneath the noise. And that's what Fulfilled Lyfe is here to remind you of every single week. If this episode gave you a breath of relief or made you feel seen, hold on to that feeling. You are not alone on this journey.